All right, guys, welcome back to Davis Auto Sales Today. Davis Drives on YouTube. So, we've been dropping a lot of content, and we don't want to get it overwhelming. We know we have a huge following of guys that follow us for our tow trucks, one of the biggest part of our businesses. We also know there's got a lot of following for square bodies, Broncos, Wagoneers, whatever we bring, you guys seem to really like it, but we don't want to overwhelm. So we've been considering setting up a separate channel just so it's not too overwhelming. So if you guys don't mind, drop in the comments. You follow us for tow trucks, you follow us for wreckers, you follow us for square bodies, you follow us because you just like our content, you follow us because you like equipment. Just let us know what you follow us due to so we have just have a little bit of a feeling, because we don't want you guys to skip over because you don't like watching the other videos. We hope you like it all. We try to make it interesting. We try to bring you, there's a Sherp, a blower motor Jeep, a Ford 7.3 OBS. I mean, there's no telling what we're going to have here in a day's time. And the cool thing with doing this YouTube content is we kind of bring you to surface of what we do and what we've been doing for a long time. Square Body School's been very popular. We did one on the Bronco yesterday. It was very well received. But anyway, please drop a comment. We do want to know. So for today, we've got this cool square body, but I do want to bring you guys a couple pictures that I threw up here. Like I said, not really going to do Square Body School today, but so that old school Blazer is very similar to the Blazer in the background. So some people ask sometimes why we build stuff and why we do stuff. That's me. That's my brother Brian in that picture, crazy enough. That was my dad's Blazer. Sitting on groundhogs, chrome wheels, which were the only optional wheels you could really get back then. This was prior to alloys being cool. Had a little winch push bumper on the front. He actually took that. We would drive it regularly, and he actually took it and did a couple mud bogs with it. Did pretty good. Then coming here, just to solidify our livelihood of square bodies. This picture was in the 80s, mid to early 80s. Davis Auto Sales at our first location, which was my grandparents' side yard and in front of my grandfather's family shop that all of us worked in at one point in time. That was actually a 80 or an 81 square body right there on 44s. It was the biggest truck in town. It was built by a body shop guy in town, and the lift laws for Virginia changed about the same time as that truck was being finished, and my dad actually bought it. And he ended up lowering it and swapping the suspension over to another truck that was in the background of this picture. But we swapped everything over to it, made the Blazer huge, and made that stock again. But look at all the square bodies. Different generations, 70s, 80s. But that one right there was probably almost new. That truck was only 2 or 3 years old. And again, that was the biggest truck in town. Could have been one of the biggest trucks in Virginia for all we know, but it was definitely the biggest truck in the Tri-Cities. Told y'all about grandparents. I don't have any pictures of my grandparents on the Davis side. That's my grandparents on my mom's side, and that was his truck. That picture that's an 83 or 84 truck, and that picture was taken in 85. So he always bought stuff almost brand new. For all I know, he might have bought that truck new, but I know I rode in a lot in the camper shell because you couldn't ride with so many people in the front. So camper shells were very popular. Why were SUVs popular? Because that's all you had. This was my dad's 3+3. He called it 6x6 because it was 4-wheel drive, and we used that truck. He bought it almost new. It was a 90 or 91. So for those that argue the square body after 88, that was a 90 or 91. Square body, K series went away, V series came into effect. So this would have been a V3500, I guess is what you'd classify it as. And we rode in the back of that many times in that camper shell too. And that's pulling my dad's 62 Chevy, which he's had since the 70s. We still have it in the showroom. So, some pretty cool content. The other thing I want to show you guys before we get to this is going to be the next thing up on the project list. So this is my personal Chevy that I bought in the mid-90s. That's what it looked like. That's what it became with new sheet metal. That's what it became after the paint job. That's what it became with a brand new paint job, and my good friend said he was stuck in a mud hole, so we had to go recover him one night. That was after I halfway got it clean and back together. Lots of beach trips with it, instead of the 39 Baja Mickeys that are so popular that we actually reproduced and brought back after Mickey Thompson discontinued them. And these are still not up to date, but that was in 01, 44s, weld wheels, probably 14, 15 inches of lift out at Oregon Inlet. Cruising through a big parade, some type of festival we were at. 46 Mickey Thompsons there, and you can see it was skying them pretty good. That's probably 20 plus inches of lift there. And there's a few more inches bigger than even that, was still 46 Mickeys. These were the first 46 Mickeys released. We were a huge Mickey Thompson dealer, still are, but this was the very first set to get shipped out, and I put them on a set of 14-inch wide mountain crushers. And as you can see, no Bluetooth. As big as that truck was, it had a front drive shaft, and we beach drove it a lot. Four-wheel drive works, still works today. I'm getting ready to pull that truck back out. Me, Daniel, and Brian will hopefully have some time to work on it. It's sitting on 49s. It's been on 54s. I guess it's probably got 25 to 30 inches of lift on it. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down some, put steps on it, make it where I can drive it, probably put it on 44s. And then yesterday we brought these out for some Bronco content, but there was some pretty cool pictures in here on that too. All three of us, my two brothers and myself, all had black K5 Blazers. I still have mine. My brother Brian still has his. That's actually getting some use out of a square body there. Another Blazer that got turned into a mud truck. Us, after we got a little too deep, that is water right there, believe it or not. That's us recovering a truck in the creek. And then a couple other square bodies. That's the dually we just talked about. That's the big truck on 44s. And that's my dad's 62, which we actually drove quite a bit. And this is actually another 3+3 that we actually turned into a single rear wheel. And we ended up wrapping that with Davis Off-Road logo, and it ended up sitting, and we got rid of that many years ago. But anyway, to some square body content, enough boring stuff. This is one of only 2 square bodies we still have left that are currently for sale. We have others that are being built. If you're watching the content, you can see those. 2 of them that are getting the full Monty of going over, and they're nasty. One's a crew cab, single rear wheel. One's a 79 single rear wheel, bolt, nut, complete restoration. But this truck here Daniel had, it was cool, but it's not big enough for his family. This truck's got crossover steering. It's got 1-ton conversion. He left it very well patinaed because he wanted the old school look. He didn't go crazy with the tires and wheels. It's got Fox shocks, got rear disc brake conversion, Dana 60 front, 14 bolt back, and yes, it's got a little rust here and there. Very easy to throw a patch panel, but the rest of the body's solid. The bed bottom's solid. The bottoms of the doors are solid. Little bit of rocker panel. These are 20 bucks, no big deal. So all you out there that have your buddy or your friend that can do paint work for next to nothing, for 2 or 3 grand, here's your truck. Because if you paint this truck, there's nothing else you got to do. It's an LS swap, big cam, sounds amazing, and the interior's had almost 10 grand worth of conversion work done on it. Every single piece of the interior has been redone. The seat's perfect. We'll even throw in the towel, matching color. Window switches, locks, all the trim, dash pad, headliner, dome light switch, even the rear cargo light switch, pull handles, door panels, lower door panels, chrome trim, carpet kit, every piece, even the emblem on the dash is fresh and new. It's got the retro radio, all the gauges work. This is even an air-conditioned equipped truck because of the LS. Open the door, you're stepping into a brand new square body, and it's actually really tight. It's not a rattle bucket like most. It's very tight. Runs down the road well. He drives it back and forth to work. So again, this one, you guys got to look at this one twice. You're missing it. You're missing it big time actually, because this truck's 30 grand. If it was painted, it'd be 50. It's a great truck. So that one and the blue 81 are the only ones we have left that you can jump in and ride away with today. We're really low. We got more in the works. We got more coming, but that's it for now. But some cool history with us with square bodies. And please, like I said in the beginning of this video, let us know if you're here for square body content, tow truck content. Again, we want to do what you guys want. We appreciate the support more than you know. We love the comments. We're trying to be very interactive and responding. I'm responding to a lot of them personally. My guys are responding. We've got people that respond within seconds of us dropping a video. We've got guys emailing us with how much they love the content. And Daniel and Brian are working on something that's actually getting ready to be patented to come out for square bodies. That's going to be huge when we're able to drop a video on that very soon, probably next week. So keep watching. And if any of you guys, have questions from the past or follow us from the past, we do have a lot of guys that are following us that knew my dad or knew us when we were younger and some of the cool trucks we've had. Again, we're not faking it like a lot of the guys. We're not out there to be YouTube stars. We're just bringing you some cool content from our past and current. The stuff that happens around here is incredible, but these pictures to us, you know, there's a million words that are included, and there's thousands of other pictures of things like this that we've done. Mud bogs, sand drags. We've always been die-hard square body guys, and we love them. So you guys that support them too, we love you guys. Stay in touch, click and subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when stuff pops and drops. And if you need anything else from us, reach out anytime. Davis Auto Sales. There's our new sign, squarebodyshevies.com. That is our website link. We've had that .com for 10 years probably. We just never used it. But squarebodyshevies.com, that brings you right to us. And you can view everything we've got for sale. Thank you guys for watching. Broncos, Wagoneers, Sherps, equipment. Stay in touch. Thanks, guys.